In today's video, I'm going to show you 3 new bags that I just got from one of my favorite handbag brands, and each of the 3 is under $150. They are still available in the colors that I got and lots of other colors, so you can get one too if you want. And in addition to showing you the 3 bags that I got, I'll show you similar bags that I already have in my collection and do a little comparison about why the ones that I just got are different from the ones I already had. So stay tuned and welcome. I'm Autumn Beckman and I'm here to help you live your most luxurious life within your budget. I post new videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, so please make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of those, and so you don't miss my daily community posts where I share the best sales of the day and fabulous handbags that I find. Also, don't miss my website, autumnbeckman.com. The shop page is where you'll find handbags and accessories that I have for sale, as well as the My Handbag Collection Organizer, which are planner pages that I've designed to help you organize and curate your handbags and your life. The item tracker page is the heart of the planner. It's where you can record everything you'd want to know about your handbags and small goods. There are also wish list pages, purchase trackers, sales associate contact pages, lots of different calendar layouts so you can pick the one that works best for you, project planning pages, several different habit trackers, and so much more. I was not planning to buy 2 of the 3 bags that I'm going to show you today. One of them has been on my mind for a while, but I've been working on a new project that I'll tell you about at some point. And as part of that, I was driving around to a few different shops in Portland to look at some things in person. And the first shop that I stopped at was just a few blocks from the Portland Leather Goods outlet. And I hadn't been there in a really long time, like maybe close to a year. So I thought, yeah, let's drop in, because one of the bags that I've been thinking of was from there. And I'll show you that bag last because it's in a box. I ended up having to order it because they didn't have the exact one I wanted in the store. But while I was there looking for that bag, I found 2 other bags that really caught my eye and I didn't want to leave without them. The first is this. This is the butterfly bag. It's a little bucket bag, and I'll show you the details on it in just a minute. This color is Anjou, which is a green that I have wanted a bag in for about 2 years or so. And I've looked at bags in the store in Anjou before, but I have never found the one that I wanted. And as soon as I saw this, and they only had one on the shelves, I knew this had to come home with me. I do have one other butterfly bucket bag, and that is this one. So I have both of them in green. This is in the color Jade, and I got this from a C-grade sale. I really lucked out being sent this color because it is absolutely perfect for me. But it was in a C-grade sale maybe a year and a half ago, and I love this bag so much. So let me show you the Anjou, the details on that. First, let's take a moment to appreciate Anjou as a color. It has all this pull-up, which is that variation in the color. It's really pretty. This one looks premium to me, but most of the bags that they have at the outlet are what they call AP, almost perfect, where they have some kind of slight imperfection, and I don't see any imperfections on this. It looks amazing. So you can see there are no exterior pockets. It's just the leather. It has those D-rings on the side for the crossbody strap. And on one side, down here, it's stamped Portland leather. On the top, you do have a magnetic snap to keep the bag closed, but you see you also have that strap there that has a buckle inside for a little extra security. Also, it does still have the tag attached, and if you look at the back, at the bottom, you can see it says almost perfect. And their tags have gotten better because they didn't always have all the information that you'd want on a tag. This says almost perfect butterfly bucket bag, and it has the color Anjou. The price was $100, so the premium one would be a little bit more than that, but that's what their tags look like these days. And I'm gonna go ahead and snip that off. And let's look at the interior. I never used that little hook and loop inside. The interior, as almost always on Portland Leather Good bags, is just the other side of the leather, so it's a suede interior. And this one is just one big open compartment, although on either side you can see that there's a pocket. So there's one there, and then when we turn that around, there's another pocket there. It's a little annoying that these strappy things are in the way of the pocket, but I never use the pockets on my other butterfly bags, so I don't expect I would use them here either. What I do instead is just use little pouches inside for organization. The strap is adjustable for shoulder length or for crossbody, which is how I wear these bags. You can also, since it has those D-rings and the strap is detachable, you could get a smaller strap, a short one, to do a little handhold strap on this, which would be a great idea for Portland leather to add to these bags. The next bag I got is one that I had seen on the website, and it did pique my interest, but there wasn't a color available that I was interested in, and I already have several bags that are similar to this, so I thought I really don't need one. But then when I saw it in person, I thought, yeah, that needs to come home with me. And that is the Devon Tote in the oversized size. I'm going to give you an idea of the size of this because I don't particularly find it to be oversized. I think it's just a regular size tote. So I'll compare it to a couple of things. But first, let me give you a look at it. This is in the color Cold Brew, which is a very dark, pebbly, slouchy, soft brown. I love this. And I carried it yesterday, which is why it has a bag charm on it and all my stuff inside. So I'll bring it closer. Here is the lovely Cold Brew with its texture. I love the way this feels, like elegant brown color. This little guy is a Christmas ornament, and Paul and I went out to do some photography yesterday, so I took my little photography mouse along with me attached to this O-clip. So what's great about the Devon totes as opposed to their regular totes, which I'll show you one in a minute, is they have these rolled handles. And the way they've attached them here gives a little bit of an extra detail and texture to the outside of the bag. Maybe you can see it a little better like that. The bottom looks like this, no feet. I don't know if I showed you the bottom of the butterfly, but it didn't have feet either. And these handles are one of the things that sold me on this bag because you can easily put it over your shoulder one-handed. I will say when I was carrying it around yesterday, one of the handles kept falling off my arm. That happens a lot when I wear a tote, so I just tuck that outer handle underneath the inner handle, and that tends to keep it in place pretty well. Here is what I carried in my bag, not very much, but I'll take it out and show you just so you know what's in there. I didn't do pouches because we left in a little bit of a hurry yesterday. I have a notebook with this notebook cover from Louis Vuitton from the second Kusama drop. 2 little passports for a local restaurant that we might have gone to yesterday but didn't. Some tissues, my Louis Vuitton zippy coin, a little foldable shopping bag, and my sunglasses and my Louis Vuitton Lunettes PM. So now the bag's empty. You can see it's one giant compartment. The color of the suede inside the nutmeg is just, it's beautiful. And then you can see on this side of the bag there is a big pocket. I do have my cell phone in there. And then next to the pocket right here is this little snap where you can put keys, or you can attach a pouch there if it has a clip. Personally, I never use that because if I put keys there, the weight of it pulls down on the top of the bag, and I don't like that. Let me get this bag charm off here, and I'll show you this next to a couple of other totes to give you an idea of the size. First of all, the base is 11.5 inches across. It's 5 inches deep. And then the height is about 12.5 inches. And remember, this is the oversized Devon. Here it is next to the large regular tote that they do, but they're very similar. I always find it helpful to compare the bases of the bags. That looks about the same length to me. And this large tote is in the color Reef, if you were wondering. And then here's the oversized Devon next to the oversized tote. And the oversized tote is bigger than the oversized Devon. And by the way, this tote is in the color Bacalar. Here are the bases on these 2 bags. Pretty clear the oversized tote is bigger than the Devon. And here's the tag for the Devon tote. This is the almost perfect Devon bucket tote in the color Cold Brew, $118. This one being almost perfect, it did have a little scratch on the back, but that didn't bother me at all. And now for the bag that I went in to see if they had, but they didn't, so I had to order it. And they were so nice about it, they went ahead and ordered it for me in the store and gave me free shipping. Couldn't pass that up. Here's how it's wrapped. Came with a little welcome card and information about their insiders group on Facebook. And then here's the bag. And they actually did have one of these in the store, but it had a zipper and I wanted it without the zipper, partly because, well, one reason I don't use the zipper, but 2, it was $20 or $30 more expensive with the zipper. So when they offered to order it for me, I thought, yeah, let's do that. And it is an almost perfect, and it is kind of a delicate leather. I have 2 other bags in this leather and I love this color and I wanted this leather in this bag. So I'm curious to see what kind of condition it's in, being an almost perfect. So let's check it out. It is the Lola Tote in the color Dakota. It looks good. The Lola is a boxy rectangular tote. I'll give you a spin of it here. You can see that it sort of has paneling on the front where you have 3 sections. The front has a front pocket, and then it has these 2 top handles here, which are a little bent and wonky at the moment, but that'll work out, especially when you have stuff in it. It does have the 2 D-rings on the sides for the crossbody strap, and as always, I think, no feet on the bottom. And you can see there are some scratches on this, but that is the nature of this leather. That doesn't bother me in the slightest, knowing what this leather is. On the inside, since this one doesn't have a zipper, it has the magnetic snap instead. And we can see it's, again, just one big open compartment with that suede inside. And you do have a back pocket here. And you get the standard crossbody strap that's made of the same leather as the bag. This will adjust to fit your shoulder or crossbody. I do have another Lola in this size, and that is this one in the color Pine, which I ordered from their website maybe a year ago or so. Oh, and this one does have the zipper, so I'll show you. So there you go. The zipper looks like that. It has that little tail that goes down. I'll zip it up. So if you want one that has more security or just more closure to protect your things a little bit, the zipper would be the way to go. And I do have another Lola in Dakota. However, it is the larger size, the north-south orientation. And as much as I love the look of this bag, and I got this at the outlet about a year ago, I have found that the north-south oriented totes just don't work for me very well. But let me give you a quick spin of this, because this is available on my website if you are interested in it. I've got it up for a great price. It has these longer handles where it'll fit over your shoulder. And you can see how marked up the leather is, and that is normal. Like, most of that is there from when I bought it at the store. It already looked like that. And this panel is a little bit darker. I actually love that. I love the character of the Dakota, which is why I've just bought a third bag in Dakota. You can see the striations in the leather there. I think this bag is so beautiful, and I wish that the size and shape of it worked better for me. And this one does have a zipper. It has the shoulder crossbody strap and that pocket on the back, as well as that pocket on the front. And this one doesn't have a tag attached, but I believe it was $90. Those are my 3 new bags from Portland Leather Goods. Let me know what you've had your eye on from there lately. They have been opening up new stores. They have that Austin store I told you about. This bag charm right here, people ask me about that a lot, is from the Austin store opening that my mom was able to go to. And they're opening a store in Houston and one in Dallas, and I'm not sure where else. But if you're anywhere near a big city, there may be a Portland Leather Goods store coming to you soon. So let me know what you think. I will, of course, have all 3 of these bags and anything else I showed you today linked in the description box below, in case you want to check those out. I will also link the Almost Perfect section and the mystery boxes, if there are any of those available right now. They may have used those pieces for the recent C-grade sale. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope to see you back here next time, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.